20,000 USD, or the equivalent, which I only got to know of this morning, which is about 138,520,508, something like that. We'll just round it off to 139 million. It's too exorbitant, outrageous, beyond the reach of ordinary Zimbabweans, and in essence, it's creating an atmosphere of preserving public office for the rich and elite. And it is sad that most people who have access to such amounts of money are involved in corrupt and shady deals. Because if we look at the salary scale in Zimbabwe, very few people even earn 1,000 US dollars. And the MPs themselves do not even earn 1,000 US dollars, which makes it an oxymoron to demand 1,000 US dollars for MP candidates to be nominated to run for the post of MP. And $20,000 is way beyond reach of most women, hospitable women, because we are the most affected. 2023 elections are going to have the least number of women participating even for parliamentary elections because of the high nomination fees that were paid by the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission. If you look at the women who submitted their papers today, there are only two women, me and Elizabeth Valerio, and it is up to chance that maybe by the time the nomination court closes, we would have had the full figure to be able to pay up the nomination fees.
And how many candidates are you seeking to register in this election, and how much is it likely to cost you?
Actually, we have 13 candidates who are running for MP, and we're the women's organization that had pledged to pay for them. And when I last spoke to my MP candidates in Marondera and Wange and other places, they were saying the payments had not yet been made because they made a commitment to pay from the ZECA Rotenbo for MP's nomination court, and I'm still waiting to hear how far that goes. It is said that the women's organizations in Zimbabwe have let down women political participants, considering the number of workshops that they do encouraging women to run, and then they fell short at their time of need. It is not a secret that most women are not as financially independent as men in Zimbabwe, and we have to work extra hard for us to raise the funds, because Zimbabwe is naturally a patriarchal dominant system, and we have to fight very hard for us to claim our space in the political economy of this country.
So what would you say to Minister Ziyambi's what he said earlier, that if a presidential candidate can't raise $20,000, then maybe they shouldn't be running for the presidency?
What I say about that statement is that it is a statement that seeks to reverse the gains of the liberation struggle. The very same people who are running this country right now went to the war of liberation to ensure majority rule. And there is no democracy without women. What we're seeing here is a system that is systematically elbowing out women from active politics in this country. And the women of this country should rise and protest against this. We cannot have women being elbowed out of active politics. In 2018, we had 4 women candidates. And by chance, today, by end of day, we might have 2 women candidates or 0. That is the reality. And that is the reversal of the women's struggle. When we look at the number of MP candidates that have actually gone through the nomination court, you will see that the numbers are now less than 2018. And what does that say about the women's struggle? Women constitute about 54% of the population in this country, constitute about 52% of the registered voters in the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission. Women can't only be used to vote and not participate in political activities. That is absurd. It's totally uncalled for. There is no democracy without women.
So can you just, take us through the process? Then what was it like trying to raise $20,000? What kind of gymnastics did you go through?
It has been hectic. I had to take some funds from my mining activities. I got some donations from friends, and I'm still awaiting the balance, which is 28 million. So far, there's about 1,000 US that a friend sent from me from Norway, which I'm going to collect, and I'm still short about 3,000 US, and
it's a lot of gymnastics.
It's a lot of gymnastics, and I only have 2 hours to pay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.